There's a familiarity with it, you know, and there's a sense of confidence with, okay, you have an idea now of who this guy is, and people have accepted it, so there's not quite the anxiety that they're gonna, you know, they're gonna go, I don't want to watch this, you know. So, but you also want to now, you know, there's an expectation as well. So a new set of challenges, but we had a great script and. You know, and a great director and cast, and all had the same enthusiasm to attack it again. So.
One of the other things is he's a little less arrogant. He's a little more grown up. Mm-hmm. Is it sort of a shame to lose the fun of playing that?
It was, yeah. I mean, there was sort of the brash, cocky young teenager side of Thor. Obviously, as he's matured out of that now, and that was some of the fun stuff, you know. But I think if he came and did it again here, it'd sort of be a bit jarring because it wouldn't be truthful to sort of where he's headed, you know. But, you know, with each of these, you want to make sure it's different from the last one, you know. So maybe the next time round he falls back into that pattern a bit, I don't know.
It's one of the things that's great about Thor that's in the first movie is the Warriors 3 are his friends, and now we see, well, he loves the Avengers. He's buddies with those guys. And,
yeah. No, it's great, and it's I think you know, the Avengers working has done so much for all of these films. You know, the collaboration and the fact that we were able to bring them together and it be a success. And now for the character of Thor, I think he misses that group of friends. You know, they are his friends, and there's some nice sort of references in this to that setup.
The other real life parallel I wanted to ask you about is we see that the world knows Thor. They saw the Battle of New York, right, and yeah. They see him outside. And they want to take cell phone pictures. How close is that to being recognized for playing the character?
Yeah, there's a similarity. You know, it's certainly this is I think what I'm known for. Mostly, you know, is this character, and so you get called Thor, you know, which is fine. I've been called worse things, so it's good, man. I mean, to be part of something that's been this successful and has this kind of following is kind of once in a lifetime, you know.
The also major difference is moving from New Mexico to London, which seems like a substantial difference in terms of shooting. Can you tell me about the change?
It was nice. I mean, it was great shooting out there, and you kind of had the run of the city because there were plenty of empty locations. Here, logistically, it's trickier. Obviously, it's a big city, but I think it looks a lot more impressive. You know, you have the beautiful city of London, and then Thor and the dark elves come and destroy a lot of it, which is painful but fun.
How much do you need to know about the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or do you purposefully stay in the dark just to enjoy it as a fan?
I mean, I've read a lot of the comics, you mean? Or
no, just in terms of, obviously this universe is going to continue on the big screen.
Yeah.
Are there ever choices where they say, like, well, don't do that, we're going to work on that later, or?
I mean, it's sort of, they're orchestrating a lot of those are the big decisions, you know. We kind of slot in when we're called to, you know. I mean, I obviously see all the Marvel films because they do kind of tie into one another. And also, whether it's Iron Man or Captain America, you kind of go, okay, that's working really well. We should have some of that, or need more of that in our film. And so that's been the joy of the sort of roll on with this.
One of the things I was most impressed about in this is that it is a serious movie. There's universe at stake, but it's also really funny.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad that I mean, that's been the response from a lot of people. I'm glad because it's the humor. Absolutely ties in and allows people to buy into the fantastical world that's created. You know, I think without it, it's a little trickier to sort of go along with. And that's why I go to the cinemas. You know, that's why people go to the movies, just to have fun, I think. And the humor is, I think, the most important aspect of that experience. And it was certainly something we were all keeping an eye on and made sure that this was, you know, funny.
So what's a dream project for you now?
You know, I mean, I'm working with Ron Howard for the second time at the moment, and he's just incredible, you know, and to be able to work with people like that and learn from them and continue to do that is where it's at for me. And in amongst bigger films like this, it's nice to do things that are a little more intimate and smaller and grounded, and you know, where the backdrop isn't necessarily, you know, epic.